You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm recording this today and tomorrow. I'll be recording from my cell phone, so I'm sorry about the quality and it gets a little bit mixed up, but that's part of when you're on travel, you still have to podcast. I'm in Burbank, California at my offices here. I'll be here for the next couple of days meeting with clients, ending up the year-end stuff for them and getting them ready to prepare their tax returns for the 2018 tax season. Lots of things have changed tax-wise, so we have to sit down, talk, and strategize. And that's the way life is when you own a business. Hey, you know what? Tomorrow, Tuesday, is going to be Election Day. Don't stress out, okay? Just don't stress out. Make your vote. Make it with your heart. Do what you feel is right. But one thing that I encourage you not to do is vote with a hateful heart. Because if you vote with a hateful heart, just because you hate people, or you hate the politician, or you hate the policies or whatever, you're going to make some really bad votes. You really are. Think about the accomplishments that have been achieved. Look at that. See what these people have done. Look at the promises. Have they kept their promises? And then cast your vote and leave it there. Once you've walked out of the booth, it's done with. You've done your job. You have become a good citizen and voted. But don't take it personally, okay? Because I tell you, over the last 2 years, politics has become a dirty, dirty word. I mean, it really, really has. But I do want to talk about one thing this morning, and that's about accomplishments. And it's our accomplishments. We as human beings, we as business people, and our accomplishments. You know, when you say something that you're going to do, and you make this promise, you had better carry it through. Because your word, and the words that you use, and what you said you were going to do, you had better make sure that you do it. Because that reflects upon us. If I tell a client I'm going to do this for you, I get it done for them. Because I believe in promises, and I believe in keeping promises, and I believe wholeheartedly in the accomplishment of getting it done for my client. Now, sometimes people don't like me for what I'm doing, and I'm sorry about that, but sometimes I have to make the tough choices for my client. And sometimes my client doesn't like what I'm doing. But I have to do what's right for the client. I've talked so many times about remaining in compliance. That means remaining in compliance with your taxes, with your accounting, with your contracts, with your licenses, everything else. You have to remain in compliance because that is vital to keep your costs down. Because once you become out of compliance, it's going to cost you greatly. So we need to focus on our compliances and we need to focus on our accomplishments. And when we say we are doing something for our client, we've got to do it. Gosh, you know, I have had so many employees in my lifetime. Since 1984 until now, I think I've seen almost everything. And I have been the person who has hired a lot of people also, and I've had to let some go. But I always look at an individual, when I bring them into the company, what value are they going to add to the company? Are they going to be able to accomplish what they say that they can do for me? And I learned very quickly whether or not who they are, or what they can do and what their promises can be kept. A lot of people are really good at making promises. Oh yeah, we can do this, we can do that and everything. But when they get into it and knowing what the situation is with that client, it becomes difficult sometimes to fulfill it. That's why you should always, always know your client, know what the issue is before you even say that you can accomplish anything. Because sometimes things are so screwed up that it will take you a long time to fix what has been done. But you can do it, it just takes a little bit longer of time, so you've got to be a little bit proactive in dealing with this client. But if you take that client on, knowing this, you had better accomplish what needs to get done. Just one of those things in life, I'm afraid. But I have had many people come to me and say, oh yeah, we can do that, and then they don't do one diddly squat. Not one thing do they get accomplished, and that really pisses me off. So today is one day before the election. You have one day to make up your mind. I'm telling you, put your hate aside, put all of your disgruntlement aside, and make the best decision that you can for your family, for your community, for your state, and for your nation. That's all your responsibility to do. You don't need to be mad at anybody. You don't need to be disgruntled with anybody. Just do what is best for you. Anyway, this is Mike Lodge. Hey, today is Question Monday. Also, I'm starting a new thing where you can come to me on Monday. Send me an email if you have a business question. Send it to mlodge, MLODGE, at lodge, LODGE, -co.com. And I will try and get you an answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer for you. But I've dealt with so many different industries and businesses and different business models. I've pretty much seen everything since 1984 until now. So hopefully I can answer your question. Send it in to me. Let's see what we can do. Everybody go out and have a great Monday. Vote well. Vote without hate. Love everybody. And once you're done voting, it's done with. And your next election isn't until 2 years when we have to look for president. Can you believe that tonight is the first night for the next election in 2 years? So everybody who's going to be running for president is going to start campaigning right now. We have to go through this, I was going to say crap, but we have to go through this stuff all over for the next 2 years. It never ends, doesn't it? Don't you think it would be nice if once we voted, we could have like 2 or 3 months off and we didn't have to hear about anything? I think that would be the best thing, so that we don't have to be always thinking about politics and always having to listen to politics. I tell you, when you listen to the media, that's why I tell you I have limited my time on TV to 30 minutes a day of news. 30 minutes of news a day. That's it. I don't go any further past that. That's it. 30 minutes. Because what I find is that I become overloaded and I become depressed. I become pissed off. I become mad because every single station, every single network is talking about politics and hate. And you just get exhausted from hearing this so much. But listen, you have today and tomorrow, and then you go on vacation. Limit your time on TV to 30 minutes, and you'll be a much happy person. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. I'll talk with you very, very soon.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com. and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.